I'm calling today's video Don't Ask, Don't Tell. Basically what I mean by that is if somebody that you know ever tells you that they've been a victim of sexual assault or rape, don't ask. Meaning, don't ask them what happened, how did it happen, and don't be like, tell me everything, tell me this, and don't tell them how to act or feel or deal with it. When people come to me, I don't tell them, look, this is what you should do. No. I tell them how I've dealt with it and how I handle things on a day-to-day basis, and let them take from it what they will and decide for themselves how to deal with everything in their lives and this new thing that has popped up. Instead of, immediately attacking them with questions and telling them things, just be there, be supportive, let them know that you're always there to listen if they need to talk. Make sure that they realize that it's their decision what to share, how much to share, when to share. And in the meantime, whether somebody that you know comes to you or you want to prepare yourself just in case or whatever, educate yourself and learn how to protect yourself. Now, I'm not meaning that in the reproachful way where society tells you, don't let it happen to you, don't allow it to happen, dress this way, do this, do that. No. That's rape culture, and we'll get into that in another video. But learn how to protect yourself, defend yourself. And as far as education goes, I can sort of help with that, and that's what I'm going to do with this video. I'm just going to let you know the statistics and the real life possibilities of this happening to you or someone that you know, because having that, oh, that could never happen to me, and it's out of sight, it's out of mind, it's not happened to anybody that I know, it's really bad, but my life's not bad, it can never happen to me. No, that sort of philosophy is not helpful at all in any situation, whether it be illnesses or assaults or crime or bad luck or anything like that. Anything can happen to anybody at any time, and it's best to be prepared and know the possibilities and the risks and the rewards of everything. Just like if you have a family history of breast cancer or this or that, people tend to educate themselves a little bit and get themselves checked just in case. Well, with rape and sexual assault, it's the same thing, it's the same premise, but instead of it being just with the possibility because it runs in the family, this is going to affect everybody on a broader spectrum. Now, that's not to say that illnesses don't affect everybody on a broader spectrum. I was just saying that, people more likely to get it and who have a family history of it tend to research and prepare more than others. This issue affects men and women all across the nation and the world. As we know, if you've been paying attention to the news, it's been happening massively in India recently. So with all of that said, I've got my statistics and stuff right here in front of me, and let's just get into it. 1 in 6 women, American women, 1 in 6 American women will be victims of attempted or completed rape in their lifetime. Okay? That's a massive number. 1 in 6. You get a group of 6 women together, chances are at least one of them has been a victim of attempted or completed rape at one point in their life. 3% of American men, that's 1 in 33 men, are a victim of rape. Okay? 44% of victims are under the age of 18. 80% of victims are under the age of 30. Okay? Sexual assault happens every 2 minutes in America. Every 2 minutes. So that means by the time this video is completed, a handful of people will have been raped or a victim of sexual assault. There is a difference. Not much, but there is a difference. About 207,754, so almost 208,000 victims of sexual assault a year. 54% of sexual assaults are not reported. Now, this is a big issue. Sexual assault and rape are crimes, okay? And whether it's pressure from society or family or pressure you put on yourself, a lot of women, including myself, don't report it. And I don't know about anybody else, but I myself feel guilty every day for not reporting it because, you know, he's still walking free. He could have done this to any number of people by now. But in the same token, of the crimes that are reported, 97% of rapists don't spend a day in jail. Now think how crazy that is. 97%. So out of a lineup of 100 rapists, 97 of them will walk free on average. That's scary to think about. Okay? Approximately 2/3 of these crimes are somebody that you know. A family member, a friend, somebody that you work with, somebody that you go to school with. And 38% of rapes are a friend or an acquaintance. So that's 2/3 of sexual assaults are someone that you know. And 38% of rapes are someone that you know. And then I've got more. I gotta flip my page. After those statistics, and there's more out there, that was just a rough guideline to start everybody off with. There are the effects. Okay. Now, I've made it well known that the way that it's affected me, I have severe depression, anxiety, and post-traumatic stress disorder. Well, let's open up your eyes a little bit more. The effects on sexual assault and rape victims or survivors, however you want to view it, they're 3 times more likely to suffer from depression. They're 6 times more likely to suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder. 13 times more likely to abuse alcohol. 26 times more likely to abuse drugs. And 4 times more likely to commit suicide. Now let's just stop and think about that. Those are major issues in and of themselves. And the fact that victims are so much more likely to deal with these than, you know, somebody who hasn't experienced any sort of trauma in their life. That's kind of astounding. We've just passed the 10-minute mark. 5 people, 5 Americans, roughly, have been raped or sexually assaulted at this time. Doesn't that make you stop and think? In the time that you've watched this video, that many people have been victimized. It's time we do something. We need to fight back. And that is what I'll be talking about in my next video. Next time we'll be learning about rape culture and ways that we can fight back against it, and programs and charities and events that are already established and taking place at least once a year. Who they are, how they're fighting back, and how we can help.